Well, welcome to Kaggle. Kaggle is a data analytics platform. Predictive data analytics is about understanding data about the past in order to predict the future. Here, some competitors on our site are looking at the genetic characteristics of a bunch of HIV patients, and by looking at what's happened in the past, they're discovering relationships which are predictive of the future, of what happens with future HIV patients. But how do you do this in the best possible way? Well, there are so many different techniques, so many different analysts, that's a tough problem. And so it's perfectly suited to crowdsourcing, where we host the data on our site, say exactly what we want to get out of the data, and our job is to introduce our client's problem to the world's most perfectly prepared mind to solve that problem. In the HIV competition, the state of the art was a 70% accuracy, and as you can see, we simply blew that out of the water, and that's a quite typical result with Kaggle competitions. That was for a $500 US prize. The guy who won it, you're looking at him, he comes from Baltimore, has no qualifications in statistics, runs a search engine optimization company on his own, taught himself data hacking on YouTube videos, and spare a thought for the people who came second, the TJ Watson IBM Research Centre at IBM. And it's not surprising in those circumstances that people have asked us to run competitions for them. The Heritage Health Provider Network in California wants us to predict who's going to hospital in the next 6 months. If we can do that, of course, we will make healthcare much better, and we will save them billions of dollars. So they're devoting a small fraction of that to the prize, which is available to any of you if you want to go on YouTube and teach yourself data hacking. NASA wanted us to help them with modelling dark matter and a consortium of others. They wanted the perfectly prepared mind. You're looking at it, and that perfectly prepared mind, Martin O'Leary's, is now on the White House website along with Kaggle. Is he an astronomer? No, he's a PhD student in glaciology. Here are the high performers in 5 early Kaggle competitions. Not one is a professor, not one could have been selected from their CV. And if you win one Kaggle competition, it's not a particularly good recommendation that you're going to win the next. The field is that varied. But there was one exception. You're looking at him, so we were interested in where the hell Jeremy came from. Did he come from Belarus, where there are some very good analysts driving taxis, or did he come from Baltimore? Well, he came from Port Melbourne, and he lives in the same development as me. He founded Fastmail, sold it to Opera, and is now Kaggle's chief data scientist. So that's a bunch of cool stories, but what's the business model? Well, you can see the ways in which we can make money out of open competitions, but what we see ourselves doing is developing a community and being a platform which knows that community better than anyone else. And those are the other ways in which we're going to monetize the platform. Those are some of the clients that we've had already. That's the size of our market, and this is just a small fraction of the problems that we can help organisations, public and private, solve. We're a typical platform play. That means we have all the same first user advantages as some of those platform plays, which are bigger than we're likely to be. And we went out and got the clients to get the comps. That meant we got the analysts, which means, of course, we are more attractive to the clients, which means we get more analysts. It's not surprising that businesses like that make 50 to 80% margin on their revenue, which is effectively what we expect to make. So this is what the market for technical talent looks like at the moment, but that's what it looks like to us. Thank you.